Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy RJ Game News USA here, back today with another video. And I wish I could tell you I had good news, but this is indeed some really bad news. What am I talking about? The Steam Machine prices have been revealed, and it's looking rather bleak. Well, here we go. Let me explain. But first, please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. The 512 gigabyte console is $1,049. The controller sold separately. The $512 or the 512 gigabyte with the Steam controller is $1,128, which means this Steam controller standalone, I believe, is $100. Okay. The 2 terabyte console only is $1,349 US, and the 2 terabyte Steam Machine with controller is $1,428. Got a lot of problems here. We're going to go over specs here in a second. But the idea of unbundling a controller with your console is beyond fucking stupid. Now, I understand you could use other controllers for the console, but I never really have noticed a console being sold separately from a single controller, and they still didn't keep the price below $1,000 on any of these units. For shame. For shame on Valve. For shame on Steam. This is awful. This is some terrible shit right here. I mean, going over the specs, the CPU is a semi-custom AMD Zen 4.6 core 12-thread processor. The GPU is a semi-custom RDNA 28 CUs, 8 gigabyte GDR6 VRAM, and the memory is 16 gigs of DDR5. Pre-installed with Steam OS. Oh man, this is just bad, man. This isn't good at all. And I double checked that I was right. Your standard Steam controller will be $99. And, which I guess that should be expected. Now, something to keep in mind here. The Steam Machine is not more powerful than the base PS5 in terms of raw graphical performance. It's roughly equivalent or even slightly below a PlayStation 5. And it is noticeably less powerful than a PS5 Pro. Of course, you could get a PS5 Pro for about $950, which is obviously no bargain deal, but still, come on, man. And then we're comparing it to an Xbox Series X. No, the Steam Machine is generally not more powerful than the Xbox Series X. While the Steam Machine features a more modern CPU architecture, the Series X outperforms it in raw graphical power, memory capacity, and dedicated multimedia features. So yeah, already this is like the worst console on the market. For, if you're going to go between Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo, I think the Steam Machine looks like the least attractive of the options. And it's really a shame because we should have had a world where there was a $500 or a $600 option in here. And I understand the prices of the other consoles have went up. But still. Now, to its credit, the Steam Machine is more powerful than a Switch 2 and a Series S. But it doesn't have switching into handheld capabilities like the Switch 2. And it's more than double the price without a controller for the same amount of memory at 512 gigs. Without Nintendo exclusives. So let's remember that. It is more powerful than a Series S, but obviously the Series S is a lot more affordable and includes stuff like Game Pass. So I do think this machine sucks. I do think it's not that great. On the power scale, it's mid-tier. You know, PS5 Pro. Then you would probably have the Series X. Then it's Steam Machine PS5. Then it's Series S, Switch 2. So, you know, if you're already into Steam, you probably already have a PC. So is this better or worse than getting a pre-build? I don't know. I don't think this is great. I really think that this price is just too high. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments below? Let me know. But for now, this is RJ signing out. Have a good one.